On your right. On your right!
I bleached my butthole hairs as well.
Never have I ever wanted to shower with the homies. Turn around and bend over. Cause I'm a crazy mother. You ladies never showing love to the small guys. You know, it's not about size, it's what you do with it. 6, 7, like...
Did you just piss yourself?
That's not piss, homie.
Hoping to see everybody there, especially you, Bella.
So, we were trying our best not to film this video just because we wanted to leave things kind of in the past, but there have been recent escalations, so it's kind of been impossible to ignore. If you don't know who I am, you probably live under a rock. My name is Bella Lay, and I'm a part of a friend group called the Soos Malitia. We're a bunch of young adults who are passionate about creating all sorts of different things. We really wanted to make this video all together, but I am actually 4 hours away in college, so if you're wondering why this is on my personal channel and not our Soos Malitia channel, it's because we're still working on our debut video, and we didn't want to start our channel out with such a negative note. The idea of this video is to lay everything out and then leave it in the past. Please don't go hating on Parker Kendall, even if you agree that the things he did were pretty weird. Now, if you don't know who Parker Kendall is, I don't blame you. He's pretty obscure and underground, but essentially he makes these like skits on TikTok.
I'm gonna get the manager, by the way. I saw you push my kid.
He was taking too long. I said, get out of my way, you fat f***. I don't think you saw this either, but I flipped his little titty back.
At least I thought they were skits at first. The more I got to know him, the more I realized he just treats people that way in real life too. So around a month ago, the militia ran into Parker at a dog park. Contrary to what many believe, we actually do touch grass and we have dogs, so. The first thing I noticed was that Parker was recording, and obviously not weird. You know, as a creator, I totally understand filming people. I actually film on my meta glasses all the time, and I have a new series coming up where I'm going to be taking off $1 every time the server looks at the camera, the meta glasses. Here they are, if you're wondering. Stay tuned for that. The weird thing about this interaction was he didn't have a dog. Okay, and I don't know if this is something that a lot of people do to like socialize with fellow dog lovers or what. So I was pretty put off from the get-go, but the rest of the militia didn't seem to have a problem with him, which is like totally fair. I guess they found his humor pretty funny, which, you know, if you've seen his videos.
You've seen my pussy, let's see yours.
Really?
Cool. So then we started hanging out. We only hung out like as a group a few times, I think. As time went on, I could tell that everyone was quickly coming to the same conclusion as me. So we sort of collectively friend ghosted him. At first I felt bad. He was like texting and calling us, seeing if we were okay. But then the messages got weird. So my pity turned to annoyance and low-key fear. And then he sent us this video, which probably one of the weirdest of them.
The Soos Militia. Guys, why aren't you responding to any of my messages? Bella, Malachi, Christian, Millie, Major, Caitlin, Sun, Jada, Jamie, Allie, Ashlyn, what's up? None of you have said anything to me since I've joined the group. Anyways, I'm just throwing a function just to get everybody just back together. So the function's going to be at my place. Hoping to see everybody there. Especially you, Bella. Don't fuck this up. Love you guys.
That is so weird. Unprompted, mind you. Like, it was just a straight agonizing minute of pure awkwardness, and I felt nauseous. It was like so hyper specific that you would think I paid him like $20 to make that message. So now that I've said my piece, here are some authentic, real testimonies from other members of the Soos Militia. And trust me when I say that all the other members live in absolute terror of Parker Kendall.
Every time Malachi and I are on dates, he just always shows up.
I'm like saying this kind of stuff, but I think he has a tracker on him.
He is so mean and smells weird.
I told him I used to skateboard. He said, oh, do 5 tricks right now. We were at Chili's.
Well, I didn't think I'd have to be doing this anytime soon. I'm sorry. I'm not really prepared to do this right now, but I just want to say that to anyone watching this that we do not exclude anyone from our group. This is just a rare occasion due to certain things that happen. One of them being an interaction that me, Christian, and Major had together. He wanted us to go to his house for some bro time, or whatever that meant. He did a couple of things, said a lot of hurtful things. You know, one of the worst things he ever did was I'm sorry, hold on.
Hello?
Bella, I can't read the script. He would he would pretend to be a dog and make us feed him treats for his TikTok. We've never even met him.
Just say the line, bro.
Well, no, I know what you're saying. It just feels a little dishonest to like do that.
Okay, but what about honesty brings us views?
Well, I mean, no, it's not that. I mean, it's not that I don't know. I mean, did he actually do anything yet? Is he like?
Well, does that matter?
In conclusion, Parker Kendall is a 40-year-old skater with weird humor and even weirder ways of making friends. He somehow dresses like a second grader and somber at the same time. If you see him in the wild, I advise you to steer clear. So if you couldn't tell, none of the Soos Malitia members have ever met Parker Kendall a day in their lives. He's actually one of my favorite creators. Like, I deleted TikTok, but I watch his YouTube videos. He's so funny. So check him out. I'll leave a link in the description. His humor is just really weird and awkward, which I totally relate to. If you're wondering why I did this video, it's been my first, it's actually the first episode of my new series, Niche Hunting. So niche hunting is my new series where I try to find something that I excel at so that I can extort it for money. And I wanted to start off this series with a bang and try and get some viewers. With everything that's happening in the world right now, it is so easy to fall into a pit of despair, honestly. And I feel pretty powerless a lot of the time, especially being so far away from my friends and family. Even after making new friends, it's been a struggle. It's easy to feel alone a lot of the time. And as someone who grew up watching so many different YouTubers like Smosh, Wendigoon, Drew Gooden, I saw all these different creators doing vastly different things, and you know, no matter what it was, it still gave me the same feeling. Joy. The thought of making others feel that same way, it's just a dream for me. I've always been fascinated with human beings' innate longing for community and real connection. In my communications class, I did my persuasive speech on why we should stop using AI. Why use an AI when I can have my pal Jarvis do this? Jarvis, do like a elephant wearing a tutu, handstanding on a skateboard that goes into a pit of lava. Whoa, that was so good. Why would you want, well, AI?
Sorry about the lines, main. Editor Bella here. That clip was made by my 10-year-old sister. Stop using AI, guys. Gosh. Also, shout out Genny.
If you made it this far in the video, then I'm sure you have felt the same way at some point. You know, even introverts need some sort of interaction with other people. Unless you're like hikikomori or a hermit. Thank you, Rotten Mango, for giving me that vocabulary word. I am now a huge advocate for getting out of your comfort zone. I've always been someone who hates social interaction, and now I'm starting to film my YouTube videos in public. You know, you never realize what you're missing out on until you go out and do those things. This world is so vast and ever-changing. If my channel can help form a community even of a handful of people, I will be so proud, because humans need community. 6 seasons in a movie. So join me as we explore specialties from sketch comedy to writing music to baking and gaming, just anything you can think of. And if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. Hopefully this series can help fellow creators find out what their special niche is, and then, of course, provide just entertainment to the general audience. Huge shout out to Parker Kendall if you're watching this video. If you are, that would be so sick. I mean, your stuff is so funny. You probably filmed that cameo and totally forgot about it. I mean, I doubt when you were filming it, you thought it would turn into whatever this was. If you ever come to Texas, meet up with the militia. We can do like fake sumo wrestling, or teach us how to skateboard. Ooh, that's a pretty good video idea. I don't know, man. If we get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, I'm going to be doing the cinnamon challenge on my roof wearing the costume that gets the most likes on this video. So comment down below what costume I should wear. YouTube appropriate. So subscribe and stay tuned for next week's episode where we go ghost hunting. I've already done a bunch of research for it, and it is like really fascinating. So I can't wait to share it with you guys. Yeah. I'll see you then. Bye.
I said that he was kind of mean to you and stuff, but I mean, pretending to be a dog and make us feed him treats is kind of a, I don't know, that seems like a lot.
It's fine. You know, sometimes you gotta take risks.
Okay, use cash at me and I'll do it.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna need you to cash at me for appearing in my productions.
And that's
I'm paying you in exposure, and you're paying me in cash. So, or Bitcoin will do.
Bella, I think you need to pay me.
It's opinions based. It's actually opinions based.
Well, find me at Mallea's Mouth on Twitch. Catch my streams.